Welcome to this week's video. In today's adventure, I'm setting out to explore the beautiful Mothecombe Beach, tucked away at the mouth of the Erme Estuary in the stunning South Hams of Devon. Now, there's something truly special about the South Hams that keeps pulling me back time and time again. For me, this is Devon at its very best. Rolling green hills tumbling towards wild beaches, turquoise water glowing in the changing light, and a coastline that never fails to inspire. Every time I wander somewhere new here, I'm reminded just how extraordinary this quiet corner of Britain really is. So I've just parked here at the old schoolhouse, which is a restaurant there, Italian inspired as well apparently. They do good pizzas in there from what I hear. And that must be the main Mothecombe house up that way. Back up the road where you come in, this is the main road you come in along here. So we're going to go down to the beach. I really want to check out this beach house. Oh, it looks like a good circular route we can do here as well, look. So we're probably going to go and do this, I think. It'd be rude not to. And this will be the estuary up here, which is that estuary that we can see in the distance over there. So yeah, that's a plan. And who knows, we might have a pizza on the way back. You see seen quite a few of these around some of the beaches around Devon. It's kind of like showcasing what plastic objects they find here on the beaches here in Devon. A lot of water bowls, old fishing nets there, flip-flops, your standard kind of plastic things you'd find. But look, they've got it in the shape of a whale, look. It's kind of cool. Yeah, they do big clean-up operations around here, especially around the South Hams and the beaches here, just to really take care of the coastline. Yeah, a lot of birds to eat, but check this view out. Here, and this must be the beach, just down there. So, high tide is still with us, but it is a receding tide here now, so give it a couple of hours and that tide will be down and the beach might be a bit accessible, but it'll be interesting to see how accessible it is. So this must be the road we come up after we've done the loop around here. So yeah, bit of a steep hill that one, but the reward for a pizza at the end might be all worthwhile. This looks to be the way to the beach. Yeah, so this is actually a private estate, but people are allowed to come here and enjoy the coast path. Oh, there's a coffee shop. Look, some bloke's got a little coffee place there. Look, oh, a little hammock in there. Look, you can go and chill out. But check out these views. Well, I'm glad I come down here at high tide. A couple of windsurfers down there. Can't blame them because today is very windy. We've actually got about 26 mile per hour winds, and the car park there, ow, getting dust in my eye. And the car park back there was really busy. Surprising, because there's even people coming up with like kind of like little bodyboards, and obviously they've been down here for a swim, but it's probably a bit too cold to be out swimming at the moment, which is a shame. I'm a little bit cold. I've had to wear my beanie hat today just because of the wind, but if the wind wasn't with us, it would actually be quite a nice hot day, I would have thought. I say hot in British weather terms. There's some windsurfers down here. It'd be cool to get a couple of shots of them later if we can. Oh wow. Yeah, so this is the Mothecombe estate over there, which I think you have to pay to get into that estate over there. I think there is a cafe and a little restaurant over there, but what an incredible view. Beautiful house as well. And literally 5 minutes down the hill and we are here at the beach by the looks of things. Looks to be quite a few people down here, but as to be expected because it is half term, so a lot of families come down to Devon this time of year, so the beaches get very busy. So, but I wanted to come down here trying to find the best time to come down here really, because with sunset and sunrises, I think the sun will be setting kind of like behind the hill over here, and the sunrise is literally behind me now, so you've got a big hill there. So to catch this place in the best light is quite difficult really. You almost need a bit of cloud around just to break up the harsh light. I don't know what that, oh, that's probably the coast path there. Yeah, bit of a coast path takes you around the coast there, probably towards the estuary, but the high tide looks to be receding a little bit here now. Let's have a look. Ah, nice. So windy. Oh, sand in my face. Well, look at these rock formations here in the foreground, and I love how the tide is just slowly coming in here as it is now, and the sun's just coming back on, and it just leaves an absolutely beautiful texture on the beach there. Right now, look at that as it comes in. Made a right mess of the beach here, but been a bit mindful of this area, not to put footprints in it, because this is where I'm shooting, and I do not want footprints in this sand when it is untouched, and natural formations in this beach as much as possible, because there's some beautiful textures in here and they'll really add to the shot. Let's have a quick look around here very carefully. Nice little hidden rock pools here, but these will be all underwater at high tide, I think. See if we can go around a little bit more, just because we can get the sun then more on like my left shoulder, and that light might just be a little bit better. Look at this. Wow. Gosh, that's a surfer there. It's coming into the shot. Well, I think I've got my favourite composition so far today in portraiture orientation here. I love this rocky foreground here. I'm right in amongst this rock pool at the moment, and I'm just waiting for this tide just to come in. It just kind of like creeps in here a little bit. The cloud is just diffusing that light just a little bit, so it's making it really nice contrast. F13, 125th of a second. Well, I don't know if I'm pushing my luck here a little bit, which I certainly think I am, but I'm going to try and go for a long exposure shot. So I'm just going to try and get myself comfortable and get my tripod set up here. Very awkward position. Ugh. Right, that can go there. Are we in? Are we secure? Oh, I don't know. I think we're secure there. Try and get something lined up. Not my most dignified position right here. So I've gone for a 10-stop filter there. F13, ISO 64, 25 seconds. Let's go for another one. Got some nice cloud formations in the sky there as well, so, and they're moving quite fast with the wind, so they kind of streak a little bit in the sky as well. So I've got that nice texture, smoothed water in the foreground coming in between these rock pools, and the kind of smear in the clouds there. Just play around with different effects. Wow, what a place this is. Can't believe I've never been here before, but you know, this is what it's all about. Coming exploring new places. Originally I was just coming down here just to do kind of like a recce for a time where maybe it might be a bit better light to shoot, but You know, this is the middle of the day and the light is playing really nice. It keeps changing. So it just gives you so many different shots to be able to take. Let's go and have a little walk around the beach, and then I think we need to go and check out this estuary on the other side. But we're safe, we're good. Oi. Well, I've just walked up the coast path a little bit. We were literally just on the other side of the beach there a second ago. I walked along the beach, but there's a lot of people sunbathing there, and I didn't want to get them on film, of course, and I didn't want to disturb them. So there looks like you could hire out a little boathouse or beach house there, and looks like they've done that, and they're just enjoying their time at the beach. Sat there with their bubble hats on because it's cold. But yeah, good for them to be out and enjoying the fresh air. But it looks to be some sort of old building or seawall down there, which is quite interesting. But I'm sure you can access all of this at low tide, but we've got a good couple of hours until then. So yeah, probably gonna, I just want to have a little look up this coast path a little bit and just see what's at the top, and maybe get a shot down this way, but I really don't know what's up there. So we're gonna head on up there and then probably head back and go and stick to our original plan and go up the estuary a little bit. But this is a bit of a steep climb. A couple of bluebells here because it is bluebell season, and give it another week and I imagine they'll be fully into bloom around certain parts. Some parts are a little bit later in Devon, especially Emsworthy Mere, probably a couple of weeks away, that one. Yes, looks like we're hopefully reaching the top of this cliff top here. Well, I think this is as far as I'm gonna go. I mean, I could keep traveling along this coast path all day, but we're gonna keep to the objective and head up the river here. And you can see this is literally the entrance here up the river and goes past the beach. So yeah, let's stick to the plan and go and check out this river. Well, I'm just back on the other side of the beach now, so hopefully we can follow this coast path and it will take us to the river. And I did see some windsurfers up here as I was walking down the hill there. They're kind of surfing over in this direction, so it'd be interesting to see if they're still here. So I'd love to get some action shots of them. Ooh, lots of bluebells. Wow, lots of bluebells here. Wow. Oh, how lovely. Look at this. God, they're in full bloom here. Well, I've got to say, it's refreshing to see the sun out and spring is finally with us. Bluebells are out, blue skies. Love these clouds, love days like this. You know, you can forget your golden hour and blue hour and all that. You know, when it's beautiful days like this, I mean, it's just such a lovely time to come out and shoot. Oh yes, here we go. Our windsurfers are down here. Looks like they're just coming back and forth here, so this looks like a good spot to get some photographs. I've mainly been using my 24 to 70 f2.8 around the beach. That's the only lens I've used today, but we're gonna have to get out the absolute monster of the 70 to 200 2.8 now. Just make sure it's all clear. Looks a little bit dirty in there. I feel a big clean coming on at some point when I get home. Get you locked in. Let's give this a blow off. Dirty again. I don't know how I get my lenses So dirty. I need to have a big clean, as I keep saying. Again, because that water's just so beautifully coloured in this light, and I've got the sun literally to my right hand side there. It's perfect to use a polarizer in these sort of conditions, just to make that water colour really vibrant, really showcase them beautiful blues and greens. I gotta say, this 70-200 f2.8, I've had it for a long time now, probably about 5-6 years I would have thought, and it's just so beautiful to shoot with. I love photographing weddings with it. I love doing landscape photography with it. It doesn't come out that much, but for situations like this, it's just perfect. And it's such a sharp lens. It's probably the sharpest lens I've got. I mean, I've got some incredible glass, but this one, just every time, it's just amazing. Well, this is a perfect time to unleash my latest gizmo, and that is my Nikon Teleconverter 1.4, which sits just between my camera and the lens here. Now what that will do, instead of this being a 70-200 f2.8 lens now, this will make it an f4 280mm lens, which is not a bad trade-off, going from an f2.8 to an f4 in certain situations like this. But it's such a great little gizmo to have, and it just slots nicely in your camera bag. It doesn't weigh very much, and for travel purposes it works really well to have that extra bit of focal length when you might need it. Anybody that purchases a 70-200 f2.8, highly recommend buying a 1.4 teleconverter, just to give yourself that extra bit of focal length. Image quality, I don't see hardly any difference in image quality. Unless you're really pixel peeping, you might be able to see it, but it's incredible how quality this teleconverter is. And for £350, I thought it was an absolute steal. Right, well, we're just coming down to the estuary which joins up to the River Erme up there. Got a bit of an information board here: salt marsh to sea, wildlife of the Erme Estuary. Better get basking sharks in there, never. Look out to sea for a chance of sightseeing the large animals, food rich waters. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised, but definitely wouldn't see them come in here, I don't think. Cool if we did, but yeah, dolphins, very common around Devon. I bet the diving around here is absolutely incredible as well. Look at the coral reefs around here. Hey, definitely something I'd like to be out doing my paddy diving course. I keep looking at underwater housing for my camera, but that's just another expense and a very dangerous, financially dangerous situation to start getting myself into. Wow, look at this. Oh, wow. For anybody that says that the UK doesn't have nice beaches, come on, look at this. Look at that house there. One of them would be very nice. But the windsurfers seem to have come down a little bit. I think they spotted me on the cliff up there. They started showing off a little bit because they knew they were on camera. But they're all coming down over here now. Well, if I could catch one of them, I'll give him some details. I'd love to share the photographs I took of them today with them. That's a good thing about low tide now. I think we've timed it so well today. Having high tide earlier, and now the tide's lowering, and all the rock pools and the seaweed is being exposed here, look. There's like a little cave in here, my gosh. Let's have a look. Any treasure, that's the key, isn't it? Any plunder? Nope. Yeah, there's a pair of oyster catchers up here. I've just filmed them as they come in, but originally they were just kind of like here behind me. But then they flew out to sea and then they've come back in. So just going to walk up the beach a little bit, see if we can get a better viewpoint of them. But they're on the move quite fast. I'm not going to get anywhere near as close as I'd like to. But he's just on the water's edge over there. I have no idea where the other one's gone. Oh dear. Oh. Now he's got to the other beach, completely on the other side now, so yeah, we'll leave him to it. But just look how incredible this area is now the tide's out. It almost looks like a little desert. It's like I'm in my own little oasis here. I could just see some beautiful looking... Oh, there's a dog coming. Hey buddy! He's loving it. You could just see some little buildings here. Kind of like little side beach houses here. And it looks like remnants of an old building over there, look. Very old, kind of like watchtower or something maybe. Oh, well, this is the little summer house, look. Oh, there's a chimney on the top of it as well, so they've got a little fire in there, nice. Not quite sure what this little bit is, but again, it looks like a little area you could stand over there, but not quite sure why it's open like this. Oh, look at this. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's like an old well or something like that, isn't it? So when the tide comes in. No treasure, unfortunately. Well, we haven't done very well on getting our plunder today, but that's a very nice little summer house. Oh, you can tie your boat up here, look. Little place to tie your boat up. And you get this incredible view here with this house looking down right at the end of the river there. What a spot this is. Can't believe I've never been here before, but Devon is just the gift that keeps on giving. Well, this is it. This is as far as we're going to go. I think it's as far as we can actually walk here as well, by the looks of things, on this side of the estuary anyway. But the light is slowly creeping over to that direction, and you've got that incredible house in the distance there. I mean, what a spot that is. And there's a couple of swans in the distance as well. Different types of ducks that have been flying around here. Look, there's some coming towards us now, look. Well, I've made it back to the car park, everybody, and I've just stopped here at the Schoolhouse Restaurant and Takeaway to get the pizza, which I've been thinking about all day, ever since I noticed they had pizza on the menu here. They've got some really interesting flavours here. This is duck and pear, which the Italians would kill me for saying it, but it works really well. The pear on it is just so lovely. I never thought pear would go well with a pizza, but it does. But that just sums up an end to an incredible day here at Mothecombe Beach, and we come away with some really good photographs today. I'm really surprised of how beautiful Mothecombe Beach was around this way. So first time here, certainly won't be my last, but I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. See you on the next adventure.